Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry it's been so long since my last video. I think it's been about 4 or 5 days. I apologize. Got all kinds of stuff, work and birthday and stuff for my kids. So yeah, sorry. Um, if you're a subscriber, thanks for sticking around and coming back to the channel, checking out the video. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Hope you find this stuff useful and entertaining. And just a heads up, I'm not a video a day kind of guy. Not yet, anyway. Maybe at some point in the future, who knows? But as of right now, I get them out when I can. I try to make sure that they're somewhat quality and not just slam something together real quick to get something posted. So that being said, about a week or so ago, I put a video out. I forget which video it was, but I had a comment asking me if I was going to have my dot files available so they could check out my setup. In the video, I believe I was using my DWM window manager, and that's available on my GitLab page. So if you go to my GitLab, it's linked in the videos, and go under the suckless repo. That's my DWM setup. But I thought I'd take a minute and go over his exact question was, I believe, about my status bar. So yeah, there's a couple different status bars you can use for DWM. You can use SL status, you can use xset root. There's patches to use any bar, but basically I use a specific one, and if we go to his GitHub page here, if we open a Brave browser here, we'll just type in dwmblocks. Bring that up here, and if you go under that right here, torrent fail dwmblocks, this is what I use. Now I have my DWM patched with the auto start patch, and so that way I have a, go into Ranger, right here I have a .dwm file or directory in my home directory. So we can go down to that, and you can see right here I have an auto start script that if we go into my auto start script, you can see I auto start all my stuff from right here. But again, your DWM has to be patched with the auto start patch to run this. There's other ways you can auto start stuff on DWM. So however you want to auto start on DWM, you'll have to run DWM blocks in that auto start. But I use the auto start patch. So that's not what this video is about, but that's just how I start it. So anyway, if we go back here, he's got a pretty good GitHub page here. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty simple. If you do a git clone and get his DWM blocks file into your home directory, then once you get it into your home directory, you run make on it and then run sudo make install. And then after that, you can enable DWM blocks in your xinetRC file or in any of your startup scripts. So again, you could run it in xinetRC. So if we quit out of here, I do have an xinetRC, but I'd use a window manager, or not a window manager, excuse me, a display manager for my login. I know a lot of people say they're bloat and yada yada yada, but some stuff I don't care about bloat. I do have a .xinetRC file right here, and I started making a case statement so I could log into any of my window managers, but there's just a lot of work to go into it, so I'm not finished with it yet. And I've tested it, it works, but again, it's just easier for me with the login manager. So I use the login manager, so I don't start it in the xinetRC file. I start DWM blocks from my startup script. That being said, let's take a look at DWM blocks. So once you get it into your home directory and you do the make and the sudo make install, let's go to DWM blocks here, and you can see we've got the, well, that's just the git ignore, but we've got blocks. I have a couple different, you're not going to have the blks, that's my other configuration, but you're going to have a blocks.h file. And if we go back to his GitHub page, you can see that put it in your .xinetRC or other startup scripts and have it start with DWM. Modifying blocks. The status bar is made from text output from command line programs. Blocks are added and removed by editing the blocks H header. By default, the blocks.h header is created the first time you run make, which copies the default config from the blocks.def.h. This is so you can edit your status bar commands, and they will not get overwritten in future updates. So what you do is you come in and you go into your blocks.h, and this is where you put everything you want over here on your status bar. Now you can use icons here if you have colored status bar, and I think there's one other patch you got to have installed, but if you have, there's a couple of patches you can install, and you can run colored emojis from here so you can have a little bit of color up in your bar. I just use font awesome icons for mine. But basically, I have some scripts here. This one here, I really wanted to show you because it's kind of cool. It's just the headphones, but when I press play and fast forward or skip or next or whatever, it shows me the name of the song playing. But for some reason, MPD is not connecting to my database for my music, so it's just being a headache today. So I can't show you how it works really. Then you got your volume right here, and I have a volume script. I'll show you my scripts here in just a minute. This one I have commented out because it's just a different battery script. That's just me running cat on my sys class power supply and a battery. But I have a script that gives me different levels on my battery for the different, if it's discharging or charging or whatever else, I get a different icon here as opposed to having just a regular icon there. I have a weather script that right here shows me the % chance of rain, the low for the day and the high for the day. The clock here, which is my calendar, which is going to be this guy right here. And then I have pack update, which shows me how many packages I have to update on my system. And then I have the web right here, which is web 2, which is my Wi-Fi, and that shows me Wi-Fi connectivity. So then you just run those, and you have the update interval. You put in here how often you want them to update by seconds. So I have 1 second for my audio, 1 second for my volume, 300 seconds for my battery. So it just, you put in your time there, how long you want them to update. And the update signal, honestly, I don't really grasp the idea of that. I know it sounds kind of dumb. I haven't looked into it. I don't really know much about that, so I can't really explain much to there. Some of these were just default, and when I changed the deal here, because when you download his blocks, dwm.blocks, you'll get a blocks.def.h right here, which is going to give you some basic stuff. And so he's changed that since I put it on. But anyway, I basically just kind of used his template and changed and added things as I went along. But so if we take a look at, if we go into, most of my scripts are in my, let's see here. Most of my scripts are in my user, it's up our user, local bin. So you see here, these are all my scripts, a lot of them, but like I said, I have audio for the one. So if we go up here to audio and look at that, this is just basically a script that's going to connect to my MPC and sorry, oh, man, it's been a long weekend, and it's just going to basically show me the song that's playing. So it shows the song playing, and if you have clickable icons up here, which you can set up in DWM as well, then you can click on it and do stuff. Mine aren't clickable on this though. And this is a script I believe I got from, I want to say, Luke Smith. So if you want this script, you can find that on Luke Smith's GitHub. So then the next one I have is volume, which is that yeah, it's my vol script. I have a couple different volume scripts, so I always got to check to see which one I'm running here. So if we come here to vol, basically it's just a real simple, gets from PA mixer and a mixer, it'll get me the obviously the volume level and whether mute is toggled or not. So that one's real simple. This right here shows me, like if you watch right up here, if I unmute, it shows me the percentage, and if I mute it, it just shows me the X there like it shows. So yeah, it's just a script to run volume, to display volume percentage on there. And then next we have the battery, which is my battery script. So if we go up here to battery, this here, again, if you have clickable workspace or clickable icons here in your bar, you can actually use the scroll wheel on your mouse to do your backlight as well. I don't have clickable. This again is, I believe, Luke Smith's status bar. I set this up a long time ago, and I borrowed a lot of scripts from Luke Smith. So just a heads up, if you see any of these, I don't have them on my GitLab yet. I'm going to move everything over there. But if you see them on here and you like them, if they're not on my site, you can go ahead and go to Luke Smith, because I believe he's got them all on his. So yeah, this is just going to take your battery status and everything, and you can see I got the icons down here for charging, discharging, or full. So if it's discharging and not plugged in, I get this. If it's charging, I'll get the lightning bolt, and if it's full, I get a full battery. But yeah, so that's that. Then we have next, we have weather. Weather I did take from Luke Smith again, but let's go in there and go down to weather. Which I don't know if I should actually go into this one, because I believe it shows. Yeah, we're not going to go into weather. Basically, that's on Luke Smith's website as well. I did take that from him, and you can put in and change your location in the script, and it will go to your area. We have clock. So the clock script is right here, and it's basically just a real quick date. DTE equals, and it just puts the date out there. So yeah, that one's just real simple. Then we have pack update, which is, this is for my package update. If you're running a Pac-Man, or excuse me, a Pac-Man Arch-based system, this will work for you. CBUPD, check updates, word count, line. So if you do check updates, I'm not sure if check updates works in Debian-based systems or not. I do know it works on my Arch-based system. I think check updates is a script. Hold on a second. I'm trying to remember. It was a long time ago that. No. Okay, I don't have that. So anyway, yeah. So that'll check updates. That's for my Arch system. Again, I'm not sure if that works on Debian-based, but and then it just prints out it shows the updates, it lists them all out, but then it just does a word count for me and counts how many lines, because if you just do check updates, it's going to show you all the things that need to be updated. So then we just pipe that into word count, and -L is the lines flag, so it'll just count how many lines, and then we print that out, and that shows me there's 33 lines, which means there's 33 updates. So pretty basic. And then the last one is Web 2. So if we go down to Web 2, just a quick script that's going to just check your Wi-Fi, show you if you've got good connection or not, and print out the percentage of Wi-Fi. So it's a really simple, real simple. If you're not good at scripting, which again I'm not, so when I made this, I borrowed most of the scripts from people, mostly from Luke Smith, honestly, because I was watching a lot of his videos at the time. But if you're not good at scripting, there's a million of them on GitHub and GitLab. So you can just go find some. People are really cool about, obviously, on there about letting you use them. So just go ahead and find ones that work for you, and put them into a path that's in your file, or a file that's in your path, and then we go into the dwmblocks, and you put an icon over here. So you do basically a curly brace, and then in double quotes you put in a icon, and then comma, and then in double quotes you put the script you're running, and then comma, and then how often you want it to update, and the update signal. You can have a delimiter between your different modules, basically, so you could have a line between each one of these or whatever. I prefer not to have a line or anything like that, so I don't. I just like the cleaner look of this. I honestly used to have colored emojis up here, and I usually like some color, but I really just like the looks of the all white over here, the all kind of gray, and then I have my color over here in my tabs, so, or in my workspaces and in my window title. So just kind of a real clean look. I was kind of surprised that he was curious about my setup, because it's really not that, you see some of the stuff on Unix porn, and it's like, man, people put a lot of time and effort into making this thing look, amazing. But I figured mine was pretty basic and pretty simple, but apparently some people like it, and I appreciate that. It's kind of a nice deal when somebody asks me about my setup and says they like the way it looks. So hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions about DWM blocks or how to get it going or whatever, let me know. I'm going to probably do a DWM patching video here before too terribly long, showing you how to get some patches set up. And there's a cool new patch I found I think I might try out, but it's a way to move your workspace tags from here and then to centering them on the status bar, which I'd probably get me too crowded over here. I don't know, I'll have to play around with it a little bit. But yeah, that being said, I just wanted to throw in at the last minute here. This weekend, it's not a big feat for a lot of people, but I just crossed 100 subscribers this past weekend, and I want to say thanks. That's a big deal for me. I've been waiting to hit that mark for 4 months or so now that I've been up and running. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I was happy to see that. So I appreciate you guys sticking around, following my videos, subscribing. Again, if you're new, this is your first video and you liked it, do me a favor, help my channel grow. Subscribe. I got more stuff coming out. Again, like I said, I'm not a video a day kind of guy, at least not right now. But hopefully I can get a video, at least a couple out a week. I shoot for 2 a week, and if I get more than that, that's a good week. So yeah, I hope this helped you, and I hope you got some use out of this. So hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, what's left of it, and a great week next week. So I'll talk to you guys on the next video. God bless.